Alright guys, I am back with my review of this week's episode of MTV's The Challenge Battle of the Seasons, Episode 6. And this was a pretty good episode. A lot of drama happened on this one. Just Alton lost his mind, really. It started off with Frank trying to pick a fight with Alton. And then he tries to pick a fight with Dustin. And Dustin just kind of blows him off. But Alton is mentally destroyed by this. He's taken out of commission for the entire game. There's no coming back for him. He is mentally destroyed. And it's really funny because he didn't really say all that much to him. He was just trying to pick a fight, saying the usual stuff, bumping into him. And this messed with Alton's head so much that he just wants to leave. Even if he has to take his whole team down, he just wants to leave. It was crazy. He kind of pulled a Big Easy here. But Frank and Zach are trying to get into his head. And I got to give Frank credit. He came into this game and he created this rookie alliance. And the veterans have no idea what to do. They can't deal with this. And I think the problem is the game has been played the same way for so long with guys like Evan, Johnny. Everybody comes in. You send in the rookies first. You know how the game works, and the people who have been here for all these years and years who know how to manipulate people, they stick around, they make it to the end, they win the money, and it's been the same way for every season, and Frank just really screwed up their whole dynamic, and I gotta give him credit for that. He has gotten inside their heads, like Brooklyn with Chet and Sarah. They're actually feeling it too, and getting frustrated, and his plan is working. His team and Cancun both have all their members still. So it's definitely working, but man, Alton just lost it. It's pretty entertaining. So the challenge is the Insane Games, which I would describe as just like a really cheesy version of American Gladiators. That's basically all it is. It's a bunch of different like mini games. And the first one is a chariot race where one member of the team has to pull the rest of them, but he's got to wear a horse mask. It's just stupid stuff like that. Brooklyn loses this one. The next one is an egg toss where they got to throw eggs into like a dog collar on another person's head. St. Thomas loses this. There was also a lot of cheesy one-liners in this episode for some reason. The next game is an ear pull, where two people sit across from each other with rubber bands on their ear, and they have to pull their heads back. It's luck, basically. There's no way to tell which way this thing's going to go. It just pops. Just kind of a random game here. And it comes down to the winner's circle, which is New Orleans, who only has two people, versus Vegas. And it's a joust. The guys go first. It's a draw. The girls go. And Trishelle falls off the thing or something. So New Orleans wins. They're the power team. And now they have to do the loser's circle to see which team is going to go into elimination. And it's Brooklyn versus St. Thomas. And they have to hit each other with fish. Stand on these pedestals and hit each other with fish. Knock the other person over. And it goes back and forth, but it comes down to Sarah versus Laura. And Sarah wins. So St. Thomas goes in. I have to say, just from watching this, and I don't really watch The Real World, St. Thomas looks like it had to be one of the most boring seasons of The Real World ever. Just because these characters have nothing special to them. There's no real personality here. They just they don't even really fight amongst each other. That one girl, Maria, was trying to pick a fight with Laura and just got nothing in return. And even though I don't really mind that, I don't always need to see drama. I don't really care about all that, but it's just, when they pick these people to go into a real-world house, they want people who are just out of their minds. That's why they put them in the house, so that they won't get along. And St. Thomas just seems to be kind of bland when compared to the other teams. So Sarah wins the game. Brooklyn is safe. St. Thomas is going into elimination. Back at the house, Alton comes up to Zach and says, "Go ahead and tell them to put in Vegas." Like he's some type of big shot. This, oh man, it gets worse. So he's talking to his team members, and he's talking about how he's going to go in, he's going to throw the challenge. He's done. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to be here anymore. But instead of just quitting and saying, "I'm just going to go home," no, he wants to go into the actual game and drag one of his team members down with him. He wants to take out either Trishelle or Nanny. And this is just a total dick move here. And I couldn't believe it. And then they were kind of laughing about it. And I would have been so pissed off. This is rivaling Big Easy stuff here. I don't know if I would say it's as bad as Big Easy, but damn, it's close. Just a really, really cheap move here by Alton, being a huge crybaby and then acting like he's, oh, these guys are just kids, like he's the old dog in the game, and I don't know. Yet he's the one acting like a child. So it's St. Thomas versus Vegas in a strategy game, which is the game with the big rope again. Alton tells Sarah that he just came for the vacation. He never came to win the money or go to the finals. And Dustin steps in because Nanny, obviously, who could blame her, doesn't want to go into the challenge with Alton as her partner since he just wants to throw the damn thing. Because he's a loser. He's a crybaby. He sucks, and now he wants to go home. But he doesn't want to just quit and go home. So Dustin takes his place. This poor guy has to volunteer himself when Alton put the team in, and he's got to go in there, work with her against Trey and Laura from St. Thomas, and they do win. Vegas returns. They get to come back home. Alton's acting all happy about this. But during the actual game, Alton gets into a fight with CJ, who calls him out on his bullshit. I mean, all you do is talk about how you want to be the best competitor, and then you pull a move like this and have Dustin go in for you. And then Zach gets in his face, and I don't know. I have to agree with him because Alton was acting like an asshole here. And this was very annoying, the way he was acting, and just acting like a huge baby. So Alton says back at the house that he's the enemy of everyone, and even his own team is questioning if his head's in the game. 'Cause you wanted to go home. So it was one of those episodes where there was a lot of tension and drama and stuff, and it was entertaining, but Alton also just got really annoying. You kind of just wanted to see somebody hit him or something, just so that he would have to go home. And I don't know, it was just a total cop-out for him to try and send himself in, and then he's saying that he's the old guy. Actually, Zach said something here that was pretty funny too. I believe he said he's just an old fart who was lucky to get a call to come here. And I thought that was a great line. Because Alton is one of the older players in the game, and I think he came here, realized it's a lot of new people he doesn't know, and felt kind of out of the group. And then when these new people ganged up on him, and you didn't have that old standby of, the veterans are going to send in the rookies, he kind of lost it. And when they started talking trash to him, because, that's how you play the game, it's not like the veterans don't do that to each other. And when it's the rookies doing it, though, oh man, he can't take it. And I think that's exactly what happened here. He just kind of got mentally screwed up here. So it was a good episode, and they actually showed a preview for what's coming up this season. And holy crap, there is some serious stuff going down. It looks like Dustin punches Frank. What else happened? Just some crazy, crazy stuff. So it's going to be a good season, I think, and I've really enjoyed it so far. So anyway, that's my review of this week's episode of the Challenge Battle of the Seasons. Hope you guys liked this video. Leave your thoughts on this week's episode in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Bye.